You might think of Porsche as a builder of small, expensive sports cars, but in reality, for years their top seller has been this, the Cayenne SUV. This version brings some improvements. Compared to the original anvil-like Cayenne, this version weighs several hundred pounds less. Now, that doesn't exactly mean it's a lightweight, but you can really feel the difference as you drive it. Turn-in response is quick. The steering, it's accurate and linear. Body lean is well contained even as you hustle this SUV down back roads. Even at higher speeds on the track, it's extremely predictable. This is one of the best handling SUVs you can buy. Even though the Cayenne has locking differentials, it's not really designed for rugged off-roading. What it can do, though, is tow a surprisingly heavy trailer. 7,700 pounds maximum is quite impressive for this size of SUV. At low speeds, the Cayenne's ride is definitely firm. You get some stiff jiggling motions coming through. But as speeds increase, the Cayenne's ride becomes quite steady. It has good isolation when you're driving on the highway. Those highway cruises are also helped out by low levels of road and wind noise. The brake pedal is firm and responsive, but stopping distances, well, they're just average for a mid-sized SUV. We'd expect better from a Porsche. Our Cayenne has a 3.6-liter V6 engine that's sourced from Volkswagen. It does a pretty good job. It's responsive, but you do get quite a bit of engine noise as you rev the engine out. The 8-speed automatic transmission, it's extremely impressive. Shifts are smooth, almost imperceptible, and this transmission helps the Cayenne get impressive fuel economy for this size of SUV. One feature that helps save some fuel is an automatic engine start-stop feature. When you come to a stop, the engine automatically shuts itself off. Now there's hybrids that do this, but the Cayenne, it's nowhere near as smooth as those cars. Also, this feature really just doesn't save all that much fuel. Visibility is pretty good to the front and the sides of the Cayenne. Good glass area, and this windshield pillar, well, it's fairly narrow. Things aren't so good though when you look out the back. The rear view mirror, it's a fussy shape. It only defines the outside of the rather small rear window, and the big head restraints, they block quite a bit of your view out. The Cayenne's price starts around $44,000, but you're really not too likely to find one at that price on a dealer's lot. Common options, they make the price climb real quick. Our Cayenne, it was nearly $64,000, and we could have spent a whole lot more. For that kind of coin, you'd expect a pretty nice interior, and the Cayenne delivers. Lots of soft touch surfaces, even the carpets are nice. There's also lots of chrome detailing, but some of that can reflect in the windows while you're driving. What isn't so nice are the controls. You look at the center console, it looks like they just dumped a bunch of buttons all over it. You have to look down, pick the one you want. That's really hard to do at a glance while you're driving. This radio is also fairly complex. It's not straightforward. You often have to go through menus to do what you want, like direct tuning. Even the gauges aren't well designed. There's this huge center tachometer. That's a leftover from Porsche's racing days, but in an automatic SUV, it's just an affectation. What that does also is it shoves the speedometer off to the side where it's tiny and really hard to read. Good thing there's this digital speedometer. Get beyond the controls and you'll find a roomy, comfortable, accommodating interior. There's plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom in the front seats. One thing though, tall drivers found that these grab handles could bump into their knees. The front seats are firm and supportive. Unlike a lot of other Porsche seats, these are wide enough for comfort while they still offer good lateral support. You don't need to be a twig to fit in these seats. Access is pretty easy front and rear. The door sills, they're nice and flat. Once you're in the back seat, you'll find it's really comfortable for 2 people. 3 adults can fit, but a center tunnel, it takes up some of the foot space of the person who's stuck in the middle. Now the Cayenne only has 2 rows of seats. In the back, you'll find a cargo area that's par for the course for a mid-size SUV. One nice feature, the back seat, it folds in 3 different sections. That maximizes cargo versatility. All in all, the Cayenne is the most practical Porsche you can buy. It retains the sportiness you'd expect from the brand. Still, the controls are really complicated, and the price, it's quite high.